Hari Om, sir. Sir, why you're so blurred? Now it's coming. Okay.
No, I'm also checking that.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. There is some blurriness.
Vivek, you're not visible.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Hari Om.
Good morning, Hari Om. Okay, no problem.
Well, Hari Om to
Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om.
मुझे न्यूज joining hands.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om. Listen to one song.
शंकर शंकर पत्तियां भांग धतूरा बेल की पत्तियां भांग धतूरा बेल की पत्तियां भांग धतूरा मन को शिव कैलासों के वासी धौरी हारों के राजा शंकर संकट हरना शिव कैलासों के वासी धौरी हारों के राजा शिव कैलासों के वासी धौरी अंत न पाया
तेरे रासों का अंत न पाया
अंत बेअंत तेरी माया ओ भोले बाबा शिव कैलासों के रस भौरी धारों के राजा शंकर संकट हरना शिव
कैलासों के वासी भौरी धारों के राजा
शंकर संकट हरना शंकर संकट हरना शंकर संकट हरना
Is the window blocking? Is it disturbing you? That light from the window? Is it clear?
Not much. Yeah.
Okay. We'll start with the chant. Om Pratasmarami Hridi Samspuradaatmatattvam Satchit Sukham Paramaham Sagatin Turiyam Yat Swapna Jagara Sushuptamaveti Nityam Tat Brahma Nishkalamaham Nashabhuta Sangha. We'll chant from 21 to 25.
देहेन्द्रिय गुणान् कर्माण्यमले सच्चिदात्मनि अध्यस्यन्त्यविवेकेन गगने नीलतादिवत् अज्ञानमानसोपाधेः कर्तृत्वादीनि चात्मनि कल्प्यन्ते मुगते चन्द्रे चलनादि यथाम्भसः रागेच्छा सुख दुःखादि बुद्धौ सत्यां प्रवर्तते सुषुप्तौ नास्ति तन्नाशे तस्मात् बुद्धेस्तु नात्मनः प्रकाशोऽर्कस्य तो यस्य शैत्यमग्नेर्यथोष्णता स्वभावः सच्चिदानन्द नित्यनिर्मलतात्मनः आत्मनः सच्चिदंशश्च बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयम् संयोज्य च विवेकेन जानामीति प्रवर्तते.
Today's class will be a little bit heavy because the verses are such. We start with verse 25, then we finish verse 24. Chant verse 25 twice.
आत्मनः सच्चिदंशश्च बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयम् संयोज्य च विवेकेन जानामीति प्रवर्तते आत्मनः सच्चिदंशश्च बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयम् संयोज्य च विवेकेन जानामीति प्रवर्तते.
From the indiscriminate avivekena union of the two, what are the two? The definition of Atman, what is it? Satchidanand, right? You must have all heard Satchidanand, right? So he's talking about two aspects of the Brahman self, which is Sat and Chit. Sat Chit. So from the indiscriminate union, meaning unintelligent union of Sat and Chit, existence and intelligence, aspect of the self, and function of intellect, arises the notion of I know, right? For which we need to show you need to draw something for you on a whiteboard, then only it is a little clearer. You all see the whiteboard. So what he's saying is, right, this is, let's say, water. You have an incident ray, right, a ray of light, for example, and a reflected ray. Okay. This is not eraser. Okay. Now, this is a reflected ray. This is physics. We all understand, right? In water is a trough of water, a light ray hits it, and it reflected, isn't it? It hits and goes, bounce, like a mirror, let's say. But it's water. Now, what he's saying is, here, he says, this is pure consciousness, right? And this is I know, the feeling of I know. And this is thoughts, right? So this is I, the pure consciousness, I. When the I hits a pool of thoughts, let's say that, what does it mean? When the consciousness in you hits the thoughts, then you get the feeling, I know those thoughts, isn't it? When the consciousness, pure consciousness, that knowing principle hits the pool of thoughts, then you get the concept of, I know those thoughts. You have, we think that thoughts are running in our head. No, there is more to it. There is a awareness principle. You're aware of a thought. You're aware of a pain in the body. You're aware of happiness in the mind. You're aware of a concept called communism. You're aware of a concept called space, right? The concepts are thoughts, but the concepts are even now there, but you're not aware of them all the time, right? You're not aware of Africa now, unless I bring out that word, right? The thoughts, when the thoughts are there and when your consciousness hits the thoughts, you know. Let's say you're listening to something else. I may say Africa, you may not know because your consciousness is alighting something else. Clear? Clear. Your awareness has to hit thoughts. Only then you know the thoughts. Thoughts are there. Millions of thoughts are there in your head. You don't think about everything now unless your consciousness hits those thoughts. Then you say, I know those thoughts. Ah, this is what happened. Incident ray, it's a pool of thoughts. Water, reflected ray. What is he saying here? He's saying, this is Chit, he's saying. And this is Sat. Then you get this feeling, intellect. I know. Read the translation again. What is the translation? From the indiscriminate union of two, existence is Sat, pool of thoughts. Intelligence is Chit, of the self, function of intellect, arises the notion of I know. Now, there's more to this. If you write this as a formula, pure consciousness is not like this. Oh, sorry. Pure consciousness plus thoughts is equal to what?
Intellect.
I know.
Correct. So, what is pure consciousness? Equals
Sat.
I know minus thoughts.
I know minus thoughts. Right? Thoughts unknown. I know known. Right? Thoughts are unknown. I know is known. So, pure consciousness equals thoughts are unknown. No? We don't know what thoughts are. When pure consciousness hits the thoughts, only we know what is that thought. But there is something called thoughts, right? There is something called thoughts. We have thoughts. What is a thought? I will know what the thought is only when I'm aware of the thought. Isn't it? So thoughts are unknown. We don't know what thoughts are. We only know a thought when I'm aware of that thought. I know this thought. I know this concept. Right? So pure consciousness is known minus unknown. Known minus unknown. Pure consciousness is known minus unknown. Right? What you know minus the thoughts. For example, if I show you this pen, right? What is a pen? Don't say pen is something which writes. We know. Scientifically,
It's an object that we know, which we can perceive.
it's an object plus what? When you see a pen, what do you see?
You see the image, like, you know, you connect the image and you say this is the pen.
When you see this pen, physical thing, what are you actually seeing? When I say
It's my consciousness that
Thought.
is reflecting in the object.
let's not go into consciousness, physics.
Okay.
When I say I'm seeing this pen, what am I seeing? I'm seeing pen, this object, right? Plus what? This is a little, you all know this, but you might have not able to correlate it. You know this. When I say I see an object, which is a pen, what I see is object, pen, plus light. Isn't it? I will only see this when the light around it reflects into my eyes. So when I say I see a pen, I see the light reflected and there must be an object. This is in the Upanishads anyway. He brings it here. When I see a pen, I see pen plus light. So what is light?
Pure consciousness.
Just here. So what I know is pen plus light. I know what is pen plus light, right? That's when I see a pen, I know this pen. When I say that, I see pen plus light, reflected light, isn't it? I know is pen plus light. What is known? Just like that previous example, pen plus light is known. What is unknown? Pen. So what is light? Known minus unknown. Again, light is again known plus unknown. What I know is pen plus light. I see the pen plus light, right? When I see a reflected light, I see a pen plus light. Minus the pen, whatever that pen is, that is light. The question is, what is a pen? Pen is a thought. What is a thought? See, this is little, you have to go a little more deeper here. I don't know how I'm able to explain this properly, but when you say Sat, God is Sat. Sat means what? Existence, right? So the mouse is Sat, is consciousness, is God. How are you saying that? How is that mouse God? Then if you see, if you take a microscope and go inside this electron microscope, go inside this mouse, what you see is just particles, right? Atoms which combine into a molecule, that molecules combine into this plastic mouse. You go deep, deep, deep inside, go inside an atom, go inside whatever you want to go, inside quarks and whatever it is there. Go keep going inside. What the great scientist says, It's just energy, right? E equals mc square. What is it? Matter is nothing but condensed energy. That's why there is a super explosion. Matter is condensed energy. So when you say the world, when you say Sat, it is just energy, right? There is no such thing as matter. There is no such thing as a pen. Pen is energy in this state. If you go deep inside, this is physics I'm talking about. You can understand it philosophically as well. When you go inside, what am I holding is just energy. What is holding this is also energy. This body is also just condensed energy in a form of this. It's just energy. You go inside. So, what is energy? Energy is potential. Now, I have to use other words to explain energy because I can't explain energy. Energy is defined as potential to do work. So, what they are saying is, when you say Sat, Sat is that energy, which is that infinite potential. Sat is that infinite potential.
The consciousness.
That's the word we are using. The consciousness. What is that consciousness? I do not know. Infinite potential. No, sir, I understand energy. We don't understand energy. How is energy like something like sparkling? That's what we feel. That is energy. We don't know. What is potential? We can understand potential. What is infinity? We can understand infinity. There is something. So, with ignorance, in avivekena, it is in avivekam, with in ignorance, in not thinking, in not knowing, we believe what he's saying, that this existence and intelligence combine to form the notion I know. That means from indiscriminate union, from unintelligence, you think existence, intelligence combines to form the notion I know. The statement is wrong. That means existence, see, in unintelligence, we believe that existence and Sat and Chit combine. In unintelligence, what is intelligence? In unintelligence, we think that Sat and Chit combine. In intelligence, what will we understand?
Intelligence is the power to think, no?
Correct. Let's see. A person who is unintelligent, he thinks that existence and intelligence combine to form I know. A person who is intelligent, what will he understand?
He will also know that I know, but maybe he doesn't keep saying I know, I know.
No. What is this? What is the statement? In unintelligence, he thinks that existence, Sat and Chit combine.
Right.
In intelligence, you think that Sat and Chit never combine.
Are the same actually.
They don't combine. In unintelligence, you think it combines. An intelligent person understands that they don't combine. They don't combine. That an unintelligent person will understand that Sat and Chit combine, and I have the feeling I know, I exist. An intelligent person will understand Sat and Chit can never combine. There is no notion of I know. There is no existence. Sir, but I exist. My Guru says, that's your foolishness. You don't exist. But I'm there. Avivek. You think that thought, pure consciousness alights on a thought, and then the world of I know comes. You understand the world, which is not you. You are different from the world. This is what you understand. A Vivekena, a person who has Vivekam, will understand there is no such combination. What are you talking about? Sir, but I exist. You don't exist. You are unreal. There is no such combination. Matter and spirit cannot combine. Just like water and oil cannot combine. In somewhere in the other text, he says it's an unholy combination. Unholy combination. It doesn't combine. So what exists? Brahman alone exists. But no, but the world, no world. What world? Everything is Brahman. What is looking on that everything is Brahman. What is looked upon is Brahman. What is experienced is Brahman. Everything is Brahman and Brahman alone. See, I'm just drawing something, right? It's not a circle, but let's say, he says, there's, you can see the dot there. I don't know if you can see the dot. Can you see the dot there? Huh? Do you all see the circle? Yes. So there is a dot. This is not good, but there's a dot there. Now what he's saying is, this dot is what Brahman is. Expressing as. What is Brahman? Brahman is this whole thing. Circle again defines it. See, it's over. It's everywhere. Brahman. See, in this, there is a chapter 15, Kshara, Akshara, Uttama Purusha. There he explains as well. He says, Kshara is what you understand. That is Brahman. What is behind Kshara? Akshara. That which unmanifest, that which is unmanifested. The unmanifest runs the manifest. That is Brahman. Then he says, oh, I understand. I understand. Acha, Brahman is this world. And what is that energy we are talking about now? That energy which makes this world. Acha, acha. No, it's Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha means it's beyond that. So you say, I understand Brahman as Sat or Chit or bliss. Now I understand what Brahman is. No, Brahman is beyond. Brahman is not much more. Brahman is what we understand is what is expressing. What is expressing Brahman? Brahman expressing as Sat Chit Anand. Right? Sat Chit Anand. This is how Brahman expresses in this universe. Right? Satchidanand is how Brahman expresses. What he's saying is just, so what about what is not expressed? That's not Brahman, that's also Brahman. What is that which is not expressed? I don't know.
Every existence, whether I'm aware or whether I see or whether I cannot see, is Sat only. Even the unknown, it exists means it's there, no?
No, see, the concept of existence is something which is there. Right? How can you say something which is not there is exists also? You can't say that.
No, means it exists, but maybe I'm not aware of it.
The concept is you are still thinking it is something.
Yes.
So you have to, you have to think a little out of the box. So it's a state of matter which exists, right? What about something which is not state of matter? What is that, sir? I don't know. Our minds can think like that. Our intellect can think, saying that something which is tangible, I know. Maybe something which is tangible, which I don't know. He's not talking about that. Let's say I know this world. There may be another planet. No, he's not talking about that. He's talking whatever exists. The entire universe exists. Sir, this universe, no, there are multiple universes. All exist. Multiple universes exist. That's all Brahman. What is beyond that? Sir, what is he talking? That's also Brahman. The concept of Sat itself is that we understand, right? Existence, we understand. It's beyond your understanding. So you're talking nonsense. It is, I don't know. It is, you can't understand something which is not existing. How do you understand? No, space, nothing exists. What is nothing? Space itself is a concept you understand. It's beyond space. What is that? I don't know. It's beyond space. It's beyond thought. Everything that we understand is thought.
Is it that it does not have a physical form, but yet it is there? So, but we have to reach at that stage to recognize it.
So let's say it doesn't have a physical form, but it has a mental form. It is
But
beyond the mental form.
we have to recognize it. That is the one.
That's what. So you can't recognize it because the moment I say I recognize something, that means I captured it. The moment you captured it, it's limited. Conceptually also. The moment it's limited, it will perish. It is not even a concept. It is not a feeling. It is beyond the feeling. The feeling comes and goes. Brahman is infinite. There is no such combination that Sat and Chit combined and I know. But he's explaining that. So where does that I know come from? When Sat and Chit are combined, they have to give you something. But in actuality, nothing combines. Everything is Brahman. There is no two things to combine. When I say I combine copper with gold. There are two different things, two different elements. Can I say I combine gold with gold? No, you can say, sir, 24 karat gold and no, no. Can I say the same carat gold I combine with each other? You can't. There's only one unifying entity. There is nothing to combine. It's just Brahman and Brahman alone. Consciousness, the knowing principle alights on the thoughts, on the world. Thoughts is the world. Thoughts is energy, potential. The consciousness in you alights on the world, then you get the feeling, I know the world. The consciousness in you alights on the body, you understand, I know this body. This is my body. The consciousness in you alights on the feeling in you. Oh, I have this feeling. You are not the body, you are not the world, you are not the feeling. You are that consciousness, an infinite potential, an infinite entity. Even entity is again wrong. Entity means one thing. That means there is another thing. See, have you ever seen a picture? Uh, have you ever seen this picture? Very famous picture. Have you seen this picture? You've seen this picture, no? What is he conveying here? Why is no, all kids, all babies do that? What is he conveying? Bhagavan Krishna is conveying the same concept. You say, I enjoy the world. He says, I enjoy myself. Consciousness here, consciousness there. There is no difference. Or you must have seen, even you must have also seen snake eating itself. Must have seen that. Have you seen this? Snake eating itself? This is an Egyptian thing. Even in our, this is a dragon eating itself in Chinese. Snake eating itself. You must have seen, huh?
They change their skin or something, no?
That is, they get out of skin. But have you seen the symbol? Snake eating itself.
No.
The head is eating its tail. Oh, you've not seen this? This is very famous in a couple of temples also. You see this. You have to notice that. This is a very ancient Chinese symbol as well. Egyptians also have this. Egyptians also have this. See? Snake eating itself. Here. That's what it means. Brahman is experiencing Brahman. And in all that thing, we are there. What are we? In absolute sense, you are Brahman, what they say. So who is suffering? But I'm suffering now, sir. Rishi will say, who is suffering? Ramana will say, find out who is suffering first and then come to me. I'll give you a solution for your suffering. No, sir, I have a real big headache with my wife. Constantly nags me. Every little thing, I'm suffering like anything. Acha, you're suffering. Tell me who is suffering? I, Mr. This and this. Who is that? That's the name. Who? Who is suffering? It's like a very high philosophy that he teaches, but he who understands that understands. So it's an indiscriminate union. We don't think and we combine this. I know. There is no I know feeling. And immediately in verse 26 he says,
Atmano vikriya nasti buddhirboधो न जाग्रति जीवः सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा ज्ञाता दृश्येति मुह्यते आत्मनो विक्रिया नास्ति बुद्धिर्बोधो न जाग्रति जीवः सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा ज्ञाता दृश्येति मुह्यते.
immediately he says, Atman does not undergo modification. Atman Vikriya, it doesn't want modification, no modifications. Vikriya na asti. Atman Vikriya na asti, does not undergo modification. Intellect is never endowed with this knowledge, I know. An individual not having known it all becomes deluded with notions of I am seer, I am knower. See how he first explains, this is the style. They first explain the concept. So if you come with a problem, they'll explain the problem first. How is that problem? Then they will say there is no problem. First they'll explain where is this notion of I know came when Satchit combined. There is no modification, there is no combination. Immediately it says. But he who believes that, he suffers. Suffers means I see, I know. Muhyati, in delusion, is deluded. Sorry. Muhyati is deluded. So you see something that is not there in spite of the overwhelming evidence that it's not there. This is the quality of delusion. Delusion is you see something imaginary in spite of the overwhelming evidence that it's not there. It's not something that you're seeing. There's evidence that what you're seeing is wrong. Yet you see that. That's delusion. Moha is an amazing word. You say, my son, my mother, my daughter, my neighbor, my business, my body is hurting, my mind. In Bhajagovindam it says, samsara swapna tulyohi. Samsara is like a dream. What is the mind in that? Who is saying mind? The snake is eating itself. It's like, who is saying this mind? Who is suffering? Why are you hot and cold when the body is hot and cold? My guru keeps saying that. See, one of the other great masters, he says, if your house is burnt, you cry and lament. But your situation is someone else's house is burning and you're crying and lamenting. It's my house, it's my house. You understand it? Your house is being burnt. There is the reason you're crying. Something else, somebody else's house is burning and you're saying my house, and you're crying. The body is hot and cold. Why are you saying I'm hot, I'm cold? It's exactly like that. That house, somebody else's house, doesn't belong to you. How can you say my house is burning? It's not your house. My body is hurting. It's not your body, first of all. Whose body is this? Don't say Bhagwan's body. Whose body is this? Ashaji, whose body is this? Who owns this body actually? Don't say God, huh? Huh? I can't hear. I can't hear. You're saying something.
It's not real because it will expire soon.
So let's say it'll expire soon. It expires and goes where? Goes back to where? That's a
To
good.
the 5 elements.
So who does this body belong to? The five
To the
elements.
5 elements.
You just borrowed something. The body, that is the reason in Hindus, they burn the body, not bury it. Why do they burn the body? First thing is they understand you are not the body. So there is no going back to the burial ground and say, hey, that person is the body, that person is the body. You don't go every year and put flowers there. He is not the body, first of all. Burn that thing first. Immediate. That's why we burn. Why don't we dafna under? You go back to the same crematorium and say, hey, Ben, he is not the body. Burn the body. Second thing is, you must give it back. You have taken it. How long can you take it for free? Elements have given it, give it back immediately. That rina should not be there. Don't hang on to that body. Burn it and give it back to the elements. When you burn the body, first is gone what? Water is gone. Boils and water is gone. You given water to water. Second, earth is gone. Earth to earth, bones are gone. Then the fire element also is gone. Fire to fire is gone. Right? And then what are the elements are there?
Air.
Air. Air is also gone. Sometimes आवाज आता है मालूम है? When the body is being burned. Tap, उससे आवाज आता है. Air is gone. Exploded. Gone. Air is gone. And the last thing happens what? You don't bury the body because the body, the skeleton takes space. You're not giving the space back to space. Burn the body. Body has become ashes. Space is also gone. Thank you for giving me the body. Please take the body. And don't want to hang on to that. How much rina will you have on the elements? The body is given to you. Take care of it. When it's time to go, thank you. We have abused it already so much for a long, long time. Nature wants it back. There's another Chinese philosopher. He says, if it's a cut, it's a cut. What's it to me? It's a cut in the body, right? He says, if it's a cut, it's a cut. Let it burn, it will burn. What's it to me? Huh? Look what he's saying. Even when the life is going, it's going like that. And I am watching that. Yeah, actually, this is a statement by Sadashiva Brahmendra. Very old Sadashiva Brahmendra. It says, it's in Sanskrit, but I didn't get the Sanskrit translation. If it's cut, it's cut. What's it to me? Let it burn, it will burn. What's it to me? Even when the life is going, it's going like this. And that I'm watching now. And that I'm watching. Sir, I've got cancer. Yeah. Cancer will not come to the tree. It will come to the body only. Cancer doesn't come to me. It comes to the body. Body is not me. So cancer doesn't come to me. Big deal. I told you, I asked my Guru Swamiji, then he had like a black and blue on his arm, because is it okay now? Body will pain, big deal, he said. Body will pain, big deal. Why do you say, I am happy? Then the mind is happy. Doesn't make any sense. Under the light, Viveka Chudamani, Nataka Deepa Prakarana. Under the light, comedy and tragedy happens. Comedy and tragedy doesn't happen to the light. Under the light, comedy, tragedy happens. Right? You see comedy, tragedy happening in your life. It's not happening to you. But you linger in that comedy, linger in that tragedy, and you say, it's happening to me. I'm so happy. This is my life. I'm so bad. This is my life. You have nothing to do with the performance of the body or the mind. They are what they are. You are what you are. So, come back. When consciousness alights on thoughts, the feeling that I know comes. Thoughts are unknown. When pure consciousness, that awareness that I falls on the thoughts, I know these thoughts happens. You are not the thoughts, you are the knowing principle. Thoughts are not knowledge. Thoughts are not knowledge. When thoughts are illumined by consciousness, then it's knowledge. I know. Right? That has to be clear. Thoughts are not knowledge. Thought is a thought, whatever it is. When consciousness illumines on the thoughts, then you feel, I know this. That's the first thing. Unholy combination is this. There is no such combination. It's all Brahman and Brahman alone. In the second thing he says, people who believe that, and immediately he says, Atman doesn't undergo any modification. Sat and Chit don't combine, he says immediately. Intellect is never endowed with knowledge, he says. An individual who doesn't know this is deluded. Hence he is deluded. If you know this, you are not deluded. If you know that there is no such thing as this, you understand I am different. I am the pure consciousness. The body goes through transformations, mind goes through transformation. I don't go through any transformation. So I hope you don't have any questions. Okay, then we will end the class. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hari Om.